Hi there, good morning. This is the JRV Morning Show, and I'm your host, J. Richard Varvel. Thank you so much for joining me. It's so wonderful to have you. And I'm going to take one moment to share my live feed on my regular personal page, so that way we can maximize the potential of people seeing the video. So give me just 1 second to do that, please. So while I'm doing that though, how is everybody doing this week? It's Friday. It's like hard to believe in some ways that this week has gone by so fast. All right, so let me share to a page. And good morning, Aaron. Welcome to the show. How's it going this morning? I'm just sharing my page really fast to my personal page. Alrighty, post. Okay, so that's working on there. How's it going this morning, Aaron? It's great again to have you joining us for the show. We got a nice show planned. I wanted to talk about toothpaste today, just to get started. I use currently Tom's toothpaste. It's fluoride free. There's no fluoride in it, and it's got natural ingredients, and so there aren't any chemicals in here that are not good. And the reason why I chose the fluoride free is because in most mainstream toothpaste there's fluoride, and I remember as a kid we've been told our whole life that fluoride is good for our teeth and makes our teeth strong and does all these wonderful amazing things for our mouth. But the truth of the matter is there's really hardly any scientific proof of that. And I know you're probably saying, well, what do you mean? All the American Dental Association says. Well, not all these agencies are always out for our best interest. There's all you have to kind of follow the money and where the money takes you, as well as the power, as well as the bigger picture, like what's really going on. So in my own research, I found that fluoride is terrible for us. It is not good for us. And as we're using it in our toothpaste, it seeps into our body through our mouth. And there are some city municipalities that put it in the water, and then it's in the drinking water, and you literally ingest it all the way. These are not good. It's not good because it's causing a calcification of our pineal gland, which is in the center of our head. If you were to go here and go to the center, it's a gland called the pineal gland. It looks like a little pine cone. And that gland is what is technically or scientifically considered our third eye. That's where where we have our multi-dimensional seeing from. And so the fluoride, something in that chemical, starts to cause a calcification in our pineal gland, which gums it up, which causes it to get all dried out, which then makes it harder and harder for us to have multi-dimensional seeing if we see at all. And so that's one of the reasons why we have a lot of people that are disconnected from their third eye and from being able to have their spiritual sight because of chemicals like fluoride. So I wanted to touch on that. It's very important not to have fluoride in your diet or in your toothpaste or in anything that you're putting on your body or in your body because it is having ill effects. So that's something to be aware of. Good morning, Aaron. Happy Friday. Sometimes the comments, I wish that they would just open up because then it would make it easier for me. So slow start so far. I had a little bit of a slow start this morning getting out of bed. I didn't want to get up because it was raining last night and I heard it off and on, and that was wonderful. And so this morning I just wanted to stay in bed and just stay warm and snuggled. But anyhow, I had things to do, and so it was important for me to get up, and so I did. So here I am, and happy to be here, by the way. So let's move on to the next segment. We're going to do the card of the day, and we'll see what wants to come through for everybody. Before we get into the 11/11 meditation, I have a goodie I want to share with you that I actually learned from one of my teachers from the past. So let's see what card wants to come. Let's see what card wants to come. We almost lost the cards. Here. All right, let's cut the deck. Oh, we got happiness again. We've got happiness before. So, perfect for the weekend too. We're moving into a nice happy weekend. Here in the United States, there are lots of holiday celebrations, and one of them being Christmas, and that Christmas celebration is happening next Sunday, a week from this Sunday. And here in the United States, there's the whole tradition of gift giving, and for those of you that participate in all that, sometimes that can cause a lot of stress, and there's a little bit of franticness because it's like needing to get the perfect gift and needing to get it at a certain time and needing to have it for the holiday party. So there's a lot of different things that can get us kind of excited. You know, they're happy times, happy experiences, but as well there can also be kind of an underlying stress. So happiness is always there. It's a choice. It's something that we decide from the inside out. And so that's something to remember, that if and when we ever get ourselves into a place where we aren't happy and we aren't liking how things are going, that's a great opportunity to stop and ask ourselves, what's really going on here? What's got me out of whack? It's, our body, our system, our internal guidance system telling us, something isn't quite right here. I don't feel good. And it's up to us to do the investigating to figure out what's going on so we can then make different choices as well as engage these different parts of ourselves and then bring them back into their happy state. It's up to us to be the adult and to parent those parts of ourselves that sometimes get a little out of whack, get uncomfortable, get stressed out, get scared. And so it's important for us to engage those aspects of ourselves and bring them back into that happy state where we like to reside. At least that's where I like to reside. So let's see what else wants to come through for happiness. This weekend specifically, there is an air, there is I get the sense of there's an angelic, extra angelic energy at this time because of all those people focused on Christmas and focused on the divine. And that is increasing that presence here on the planet, which is also increasing our vibration, making it easier for us to tune into those happy vibrations. And so I see that is something that is going on today, going on into this weekend. And so I feel like that's exciting because who doesn't like an extra dose of happy? I know, again, I do. I don't know about you all out there. So anyways, happiness, that energy is there. It's available. If you're not feeling it, it's definitely something to investigate why, and then work on bringing yourself back into that state, because it is, again, remembering that it's up to you what state of being you want to be in. That's your choice. You can put it out into the external world and say, okay, I'm not going to be happy until I get this car or this job or make this much money. But then that's very dangerous because then we're at the mercy of waiting for those things to happen. And then, so we're not going to be happy till that happens. Then I feel like we're missing out on happiness we can have right here and right now in this moment, regardless of what's happening on the external. All right, so that's what's coming through for happiness. If anybody has any questions, please comment. And I would like to welcome all those joining in the archives as well. You are more than welcome to comment. I do go back and I will see your comments if you do happen to comment in the archives. And you can also put in the comment section if you'd like a reading. When it gets to that time, you can say, hey Jay, please give me a reading. And you can do that in the comments. And as long as I have time, I will absolutely be happy to do that when we get to that segment of the show. So we are at 11:09. We're a little bit early for the meditation. So let's see. What else do we want to talk about today? What else is going on? Oh, well, let's talk about the salt lamp giveaway because today's the last day. And I forgot to turn it on, so we got it on now. Excuse me. So we're doing a salt lamp giveaway. It is going to be this coming Sunday, December 18th. At some point during the 18th, I will sign on and I will do the raffle and then let that person know who is the winner. But in the meantime, we still have time in order to get an entry. Those that watch the show live get entered in to win, as well as anyone that has liked my J. Richard Varvel page. as well as anyone who has shared any of my posts. You get actually 5 extra entries per share. So that is still going on until this Sunday. So don't miss out. Make sure you like my page, as well as don't hesitate to share any posts, and that gets you 5 extra entries to win. All right, so it's 11:10, and I want to get started into the meditation part of the show. We're going to do a couple exercises today that I've learned from one of my teachers. His name is Jim Self. He runs a website called Mastering Alchemy, and he has different, what do I want to call them? I guess there are different classes regarding different spiritual tools and turning ourselves back on, as well as learning how to engage these different aspects of ourselves so we can have deeper experiences. So this particular exercise is called the Rose exercise. It's something that he offers for free on his website, so I don't feel like it is... I feel like I can share it with no problem here, as long as I give him credit. And so, Jim Self, thank you for this technique. I find it very valuable, and I feel like it works great. So I would like to share it with all of you. The technique itself is really good about clearing our mind of anybody that doesn't belong in our head, in our headspace, as well as anyone that might be thinking about us and might be directing energy at us. It clears their energy out and sends their energy back to them. So it's a wonderful exercise, and it's great for peace of mind. So let's get started. Let's close our eyes. And we're going to just go ahead and start off by growing roots from the base of our spine and the bottoms of our feet down into the center of Mother Earth, grounding into Mother Earth. And now for the technique. I want you to imagine a red rose, just like you'd find at the grocery store or at a florist, floating about 15 inches out in front of your eyes. But again, your eyes are closed. So imagine this red rose floating out in front of your eyes. And if you can't see the red rose, again, just imagine it as if it's at a grocery store or at a florist, what that would look like. And right now, I would like you to command the rose to collect up all of your energy. And it's as simple as that command, to collect up all your energy. This is all about becoming present and in the moment and bringing our energy back into our bodies. So again, command the rose to collect up your energy. And you might see different flashes in your mind's eye of different places that you have been. You might notice yourself in a conversation you had yesterday. You might also see a Facebook post or a Twitter post. You might also see yourself at work. This is really just pulling yourself back from all the places that we might be leaving our energy. And this is going to be a little bit different for everyone. Just trust that it's happening. And when it feels complete, I'm going to have you explode the rose into 1,000,000 bits of light. And we're going to take a deep breath and bringing all that energy and neutral back to us in this now moment. Again, I'm going to have you create another red rose about 15 inches out in front of your eyes. And remember, your eyes are closed. And this time I want you to command the rose to collect up all the people that have attention points on you. And what that means are people that are thinking about you. They might also be worried about you. These could even be people that are sending you not so lovely energy, that might be mad at you, or unhappy, or have some kind of grudge. This is collecting up all that energy. So again, command the rose to collect up all the people that have attention points on you at this time, in this moment. And again, it's as simple as commanding the rose to do it, and it will go right to work. Again, you might see different faces pop up, even faces that might surprise you. That's okay. Just be an observer. Let it happen. Let the rose suck it all up. Again, when it feels complete, I would like you to explode the rose into a million bits of light. And this time we're going to take a deep breath, and on the out breath, all that energy goes back to where it belongs, in neutral. All right. So, just take a note and notice yourself, your body, your mind, especially. I know this always, for me, has a very quieting effect. It allows me to really feel at peace and calm and really into myself. So again, just notice how you feel after doing those exercises. This is something that you can do whenever you're feeling out of sorts, not quite yourself, off balance or thrown off. This is a great exercise to bring yourself back into the present moment and to become focused and aware in this present moment. And now we're going to move on from this exercise and do a little work on our pineal gland, since we brought that up today. I would like you to imagine a violet light in the center of your head, blasting out in all directions like a star, just emanating violet light, violet light. That's blasting out our third eye, our pineal gland, clearing out any cobwebs, anything that is keeping us from having that spiritual inner sight, inner vision. We're just clearing that out with the violet light. And if you've never taken an opportunity to flick your third eye on, to turn it on, you can imagine it like flicking on a switch at home. You just turn that switch on, turn your third eye on. And again, that's completely up to you. You get to do it your way and how you want to do it. If you would not like your third eye on, do not turn it on. But if you would like your third eye on, please flick the switch to the on position. All right, great. We're going to go ahead and come back. We're going to wiggle our fingers and toes. And we're going to become aware of ourselves back in our bodies. How was that for those of you that were able to join live? Hey, good morning, Jason. It's great to have you join in. It's been a long time, my friend. Welcome. So now we're at the part of the show where I do mini readings, and there are two ways to go ahead and do that. One would be to call in, and that call-in number is 661-800-5875. Again, that's 661-800-5875. Or you can put in the comment section that you would like a little reading, and I will go ahead and pull a card for you as well. And then if you aren't able to join live, you can always watch it back at your leisure in the archives. So, let's see. Do either one of you would like me to pull a card for you today? Or does anyone want to actually call in? How fun would that be? At least it'd be really fun for me. I want to take this moment too, while I'm waiting to see if anyone wants a reading, to talk about the good box. And I have one right here. 1 second. So the good box comes with all kinds of goodies. And here's the one that I have here for myself that I use here at home. And it comes with a large braid of sweetgrass. This is just a little one that I've used quite a bit. It also comes with a piece of Palo Santo wood. And then this is a bundle of sage that I've already unbundled, but it comes with a little bundle of sage, as well as this abalone shell to keep your embers all nice and contained. And we also have the selenite wand that is also part of the box, which you can use during meditation. You can put it on different parts of your body. This is great for cleansing your energy field, cleansing out your chakras, as well as if you have any jewelry that you would like to clear. For example, like I have this Larimar necklace. You know, you would just set it on the selenite wand and leave it overnight. And that's clearing out your jewelry of any energy, any chaotic energy, and any energy that doesn't belong to you, and keeping it all nice and fresh. And ooh, we have a call in. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, Rachel. This is my
I think I'm on delay because I'm watching you on Facebook, but we're ahead on the phone, so I'm going to mute the Facebook.
Okay, that's probably a good idea, because then that way save us from having the feedback.
Okay.
So how's it going this morning?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I'm having a good Friday so far.
Good.
So, would you like me to pull a card for you?
Yes, I would love it. And I'm happy I got to catch your show today.
I know. I'm so excited that you joined in. It's wonderful. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to put the phone down and shuffle the cards. So again, I knock on the cards, everybody, to clear the deck. And then I put Rachel in my intentions, and we're going to pull a card for Rachel specifically and see what wants to come through for her. Wow. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. Ooh. This is Intuitive Arts Guide. All right, Rachel, you might be able to see in just a second when it comes up, but it's the Intuitive Arts Guide card. And that card is all about really tuning into our gifts and abilities that are innate within us and allowing that energy to flow through. And so for you, I know Rachel, we go way back, and so I know Rachel has quite a connection to her self that is very strong and powerful. And so I know that already, but specifically what I feel like is coming through is I see that like a creative project or something that is unrelated to what you're working on, such as like a coloring book or painting. It's actually something we talked about yesterday on the show, but really allowing yourself to engage in a creative activity that doesn't have any pressure attached to it, that doesn't have any like a specific outcome that you're trying to reach, where you can just allow that energy to flow and move, because I feel like that's the energy that will then assist you in those projects that you are working on, that you do want a specific outcome on. I feel like you're going to be able to have some new ideas that come through by allowing that energy to flow in a different way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Let me just see if there's anything else that wants to come through on that. Yeah, it's kind of like I see it as, not that it's hiding out, but it's almost like the pressure of needing to perform is there a little bit in the background, and that's really causing it to want to hide out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so in order for that to flow in a different way, I just feel like if you could do some kind of play, some kind of activity where there's no pressure involved, that's going to let that move in a different way. And then I feel like you'll have a aha with some of the other projects you're working on.
Beautiful. I do like to put pressure on myself.
Don't we all sometimes?
Yeah.
It's like,
Thank you.
The trick. You're welcome. It's so great talking to you this morning. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I hope someone else calls in now that I've been the first one.
I know, me too. It's like you started the trend.
Yes, I love it. Okay, thanks, Jay.
All right, no problem. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
bye. All right, guys. That's that. I wanted to just open it up. If there's anyone else that would like to call in, the line is open. As well, if anyone would like to comment, I would be more than happy to pull a card for you at this time. Again, I want to thank everyone that has joined me live today. It has been a great pleasure of mine. I just love doing this show, and we're really just getting started, and I just am really excited to see what happens and where we take this. I want to keep this as a way not only where I'm able to give readings and offer what I know, but I also want to make this an opportunity to talk about different situations that are affecting us all, so we can come together and have a safe space to share our ideas and to grow and expand that. I also want to thank everybody joining in the archives, and so I'm going to go ahead and close out the show for now. Again, we have the salt lamp giveaway on Sunday, and so you have time to like my page or share posts before we do the giveaway to get yourself some extra entries, and we will see you next week. All right, until Monday, I'm surrounding everyone with a big giant hug of love. I'll see you at 11.